Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I recently took a trip to Sephora. We have some goods in here, new stuff that just launched from Rare Beauty. If you didn't know, that is Selena Gomez's line that is exclusive to Sephora. I'm not on the PR. I'm a big fan of the line. Sometimes I miss those new launches, but I've been like a hawk on Sephora.com every day, like refreshing the new launches just to make sure that my hands are in everything that is coming to market like in the moment. So I went and bought every single shade of her new cream shadow sticks. We're gonna play with them. Obviously, my face is just like a blank canvas at the moment. I feel like the contour is definitely missing. But we can fix that. We have a bronzing stick in here. I think that is actually something that already launched, but I have liners, I have the cream shadow sticks, and we have the new brow pencil that looks really good. Like literally when I was reading online that it said, not too waxy, not too creamy, I'm like, that's perfect. That is so my jam. I already really love the powder duo from Rare Beauty and I have just the shade brown. I have been using this nonstop. I've turned into such a big fan of this line. At first, I was a little bit hesitant. I have posted a full face of Rare Beauty, not knowing anything about the brand. I tried everything. I loved a lot of it, but it kind of has taken me a minute to get in where I'm excited every time I see a new launch because the formula is quality. Selena has done a great job with this brand. It is super impressive. And right now, everything that I try has been a slam dunk. So we're gonna hope that that continues. Before we hop in, I'm gonna take my Halo Beauty. I'm currently taking the Kiwi Seed Booster. I'm also taking Sakura, which is an anti-age formula that is working. The results are not as immediate as with Kiwi, but I have seen insane results with my skin over the past year specifically. You guys are always like, hey, how are you aging backwards without doing the Botox, the filler, all of that? It's good skincare, a clean diet, working out, and supplementing, in my opinion. And this has been such a beautiful addition to my morning routine. Kiwi Seed Booster I always take. It just prevents breakouts, reduces inflammation, has a lot of great stuff in here. Check out halobeauty.com if you want to learn more about each formula. But I wanted to let you guys know that over 4th of July, we had a 20% off promo and a lot of you guys messaged and you were not able to take advantage of it because you didn't see the email. So I wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that we are bringing back the 20% off of bundles, bottles, and refills through Sunday. So through the weekend, if you want to take advantage of 20% off, I will leave the link in the description box below. Cheers to your health. Bottoms up. All right, I think I want to start with brows because I just feel like literally I'm just like we need some brows going ASAP. Also, we need bronzer. Gosh, I could use both, just bam. So this is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Precision Pencil. I have the shade Cool Brown. This comes in 6 shades. It is waterproof. I do love that. Also, I love the slant, teeny tiny itty bitty micro tip. I personally, because I have such tiny non-existent brows, don't like it when the slant tip is like a lot thicker. I also, again, want to reiterate that I love a formula that is not overly waxy or creamy because if you're trying to create what looks like an actual brow hair, it's really hard to do when there's too much creaminess in the formula and it's like, you know, and it just doesn't look good in my opinion. So I'm excited to try this. You get a nice spoolie on one end and then your product on the other. It is $19. I have to say, Rare Beauty gets it right with the pricing. Everything feels really elevated. You're in Sephora, you're not getting drugstore makeup, but compared to like the $40 Dior blushes, or you go on over to Armani and you're paying, you know, 50, 60 bucks a pop for anything, to see pricing at like $15 for a lip liner and $19 for a brow product, I think is really great. I am not the greatest at doing my brows on camera because for some reason, if I talk, oh good Lord, I just mess it all up. I do a better job talking while doing lip liner than with brows. So you know what? I'm gonna hush it up and pop this on, and we'll talk about application in a moment. I need the pigment. And we're back. I am elongating my eyebrows a little more recently. I really like that look. And this might be a little bit darker than my normal go-to. I might try a different color, but I like this. I like that texture. It is a little more creamy than like the powdery pencils that almost have the texture of like a sketch pencil, if that makes sense. This has a nice creaminess, but it's not like waxy creamy. And I do love that it is a waterproof formula, so I'm excited about this. The brows are on. Let's get to bronzing up the face before we go back to the eyes with all of the new cream shadow sticks that I am so excited about. Okay, so this is just something that I wanted to try. I have no excuse. This is not a new launch. I just was like, I am going to buy it. Cool story. Literally, oh my gosh. Okay, this is the shade Always Sunny. I have powder underneath my eyes. I don't have powder anywhere else because I wanted to play in the creams. So we're also gonna put on, of course, a Rare Beauty cream blush, which I really have been loving. And I know that people are gonna be like, yeah, duh, we already know. We already knew it. We had to tell you 5 million times, because at first I was like, I don't know how to make this work. And now I'm like all about it, you know? Sometimes that happens. That has a nice matte finish. It's not shiny juicy. It's not dry crusty. It's just like a nice blends in, creamy, but more matte finish that did the trick. I just did like the sloppiest nose contour too. Like to take a brush this side and be like, let's see what happens. And like just go like this is like, hey, when it works and it's surprising like that, you're like, oh, hey, this is good in a rush makeup. And you know what this would actually be good for too? We're just gonna do it. We're gonna see. So if you wanna do the contour outside the lips, you're like, hey, I don't wanna go near a needle. I want my lips to look bigger. This will do the trick in 2.2. I always work off a palette for a reason, because I can go back in with my beauty blender and just stamp some of the excess foundation that's on there. And then I can kind of go over, because I already had been playing with my lip look, and I can now take some of that shine off. I'm done with my beauty blender for the rest of the face. So now I was able to take a little like snap hit of foundation, go over the mouth, over that contour. This is kind of like maybe a day to night moment. If you have your makeup on and you want to really pay attention to like either your eyes or lips, sometimes that's nice to do. Like with underpainting, you don't have to start over. You can lay it down and go on top, just on that area. This is the Kind Words Matte Lip Liner in Worthy. I love this one. I've talked about this before. Let's do a blush moment. This is a sample that I got. This is Joy Blush. It's more of a corally, peachy one. I have not tried this, but I always love taking just like a little tiny smidge of what you're gonna put on the cheeks. Just kind of blurring that on the mouth. Doing my makeup so backwards. I'm like, and now we'll go in with the blush after the lips. We just did contour, brows first. We're kind of all over the place. Bear with me. It's that kind of day. It's just what we're doing. I always like to do these blushes off of a brush. I know a lot of people really enjoy just like dotting it down. that is not my style. That is not how I do it. I feel like I have more control with the brush. So I'm going to pat and not use excessive force. I think that is the trick. I feel like when I first started using these juicier blushes, I was going in with too much product, like out of the tube, or I was taking it on a brush and like maybe being a little too aggressive, thinking like, I don't know, it's a liquid and it like needs aggressive blending. No, do not do that. Even with a cream, you can still use a light hand like you would with a powder blush. And look at what I'm doing. I'm literally just like pat, 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 like just tiny little taps, tiny little taps. We're having a Bob Ross moment. Tiny little taps. And look at that. I mean, come on. This color is really pretty. What is the other shade that I have? I have the other shade, Virtue. This is more like summery coral. I'm kind of into that peachy coral look right now, so this is nice. I literally did both sides of my face with just like a little out of a sample. This stuff is very pigmented. Go slow, build slow. Tap light. The full size is $23. I feel you get a lot of bang for your buck. Moving on. It is time to play with the eyeshadow cream pencils. I am so excited about these. These come in 6 shades. They are all shimmer. I have previewed the shades and they are stunning. I'm especially interested in the copper shade. I'm really drawn to everything copper right now. I love how it looks on the eye. I feel like it's the perfect summertime look to just have this hit of bronzy, glowy copper. And I love that a cream shadow stick tends to be very long wear. Other things about the formula, it's vegan, comes with a built-in sharpener. These are $22. Oh, I know what I read that was kind of interesting is that these layer well. They're said to layer well. We're gonna play with that and find out. I think that's something that's not discussed enough with cream products is, does it layer well? Because sometimes you put on a cream and you let it set, and if you go back in for more, it will move the product layer underneath off. Like, have you ever painted your nails and you put on that second coat a little too early and it kind of peels off the first coat? Well, that can happen with cream shadows really easily. So I thought that was an interesting call out. So these are called the All of the Above Weightless Eyeshadow Stick. I have the shade Adventure. No, that's like a, ooh, that's like a smoky brown. Very creamy. We have the shade Growth. Ha ha ha. There's that copper shade. That is the shade I'm most excited about. The shade Contentment. I love the names. More of like a rosy gleam situation here. Ooh. Good for more highlighty moment on the lid, inner corner. All right, we have the shade Integrity. Yeah, these are like sophisticated. They're not overly glittery. They just have this nice, I'm sophisticated feeling to them. And again, sometimes when describing makeup, like I don't even know if that hits home with you. It's not that like bam, bam, color glitter, which I love, but I also love this kind of sophisticated feeling that's not too overdone. I really like that too. Okay, so we have also the shade Compassion. Gorgeous, beautiful burgundy. Now we have the shade Well-Being, which is a nice bright shade, little more pinky. And I'll do, of course, an insert with all of them for you guys up close. Let's go in and just play and see what happens. We're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go, I did not think that I would be testing this one, but I'm going to. Compassion. We're just gonna see how it looks as a liner. That is very flattering for my eye color. This is actually going on really budge proof. Like you have wiggle room to blend it out, but I can already tell this is definitely good summer makeup. It is good long wear. You guys know I just did like my waterproof must-haves, and that I personally hate touching my makeup up. So if you can give me a good waterproof product, thank you, sold. You know what I'm saying? Really surprisingly, like so flattering. This is such a flattering shade. Like I feel like my eyes are just like got like bluer or something. I'm gonna go on top of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Growth. Okay, Growth is a little more slippery slick. It's like a little more shimmer in there too. Yo, she made these like very, very budge proof. I can tell. I use all of the chubbier sticks. I even, if you remember, a bajillion years ago had chubby sticks myself. Who remembers? Trivia time. And I know a good formula. This is really like, can you see how quickly that set? Let me literally lean and be like, this is not very flattering, but can you see? It's like not creasy at all. So it went from a cream to really set. Set it and forget it. So that being said, you do kind of want to work a little bit fast. Oh my gosh, no. Excuse me while I'm dropping everything. I'm gonna end up wearing like literally every single one by the end of this. And if you didn't know, this is literally how I test makeup. I will pile it all on. It's just my way. And sometimes it ends up looking so good that I'll be like, great, now I'll never recreate this because like, what was I even doing? So this is Well-Being in the center here. Budge proof. I'm gonna keep saying it. That is my first thing that I notice with these. The formula lays down like solid. What do we think? Going in and buying all of these, I was kind of like, okay, well, what could be different about a cream stick shadow? Like probably not much, but my number one thing is it feels sophisticated. The color selection is good. It's not too overly glittery. They do layer. I just literally layered 3 of them on my eyes and they don't bunch up and pill away or crepe up or do any of that craziness. And this is like locked. Like I feel like even though it looks natural, pretty natural in my opinion, it's locked. It's not going to fade. Like sometimes when you do like just like a sweep of like a matte brown or something in the crease, you have a couple of hours and then you look in the mirror and it's like, oh great, I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. This is the kind of formula I can tell that will stay put all day. Okay, so I'm just gonna I don't even know what I'm doing. I want to see what it looks like on, so kind of going underneath a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, oh my. I have the new matte waterproof liner. We're gonna pop that on. I'm gonna use the shade True Brown. I do have the other 2. There's a black and then a burgundy. I will have them swatched for you. I'm likely gonna use the black after I pop on lashes to kind of hide and disguise. This is a really interesting thinner tip for a retractable pencil. It's nice. I like it. Let's see how it goes on. You know what I don't have that I want so badly is a freaking highlighter. It is always perpetually sold out. And I'm someone, I don't know why, I just don't like ordering online. I like the satisfaction of buying it in the store. And every time I'm in Sephora, it's never there. It's literally never there. And it makes me want it even more. So one day I will get my hands on it. That went on nice. All right, I'm gonna pop on some lashes. I will be right back. This is an unusually rich black liner. It is on the creamy side, but what I'm finding is that all of these, liner included, brow included, everything's actually blush included, and bronzer included. Oh my gosh, what are they doing with the creams with this brand? It's like Longwear locked in, but also like creamy, kind of clean girl vibes, right? Like it's just like potent clean girl. Is that like a thing? Can that be a thing? My issue with clean girl is like it slides off the face. It's just like, you know, you're layering emollient, shimmery, rich, juicy product on product on product and not setting anything. And then like a couple hours later, it's like on the floor, you did all that work for nothing. So I really love cream formula as it's having a moment. but I like the lock-in. I like that this feels sturdy. I feel like I can go out in the heat and I don't have to worry about everything moving. So A+ for that. I am so shocked by these eye pencils that they are layerable. I literally just put every single one on my eyes. We have some in the inner corner, the bottom lash line. I piled like 3 on the lid. I blended them out. 6 shades. They are more on the neutral tone. I mean, not on the more. They are neutral shades. You're not going to find like a fluorescent blue. That is not the feeling of the brand. Rare Beauty to me is that natural beauty, but with performance. And I really do like that. So that's where we land. I feel like this look is still very glamorous. Like, hello, the liner is there. The liner is pitch black. The liner is bold and I'm into it and it's not moving. So yeah, I guess I kind of said the same thing about all 3 of the new formulas. I will try to get my hands on the highlighter because I just keep hearing about this brand and everything that I am personally trying, I'm enjoying. Let me know what you guys thought. Did you enjoy this? Do you like these kind of items? Are you gonna go out and purchase them? I would love to hear your feedback. Also, which one of these was your favorite shade on me? I'm wearing all of them. I would like to know. All right, there we have it, you guys. A one brand new launch look with a couple of their older gems tried out. If you like this format, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed and ring the bell before you leave. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.